Every month, same routine, same envelope, no return address, no note, just a small reminder sent through the mail to a man who once made my childhood hell. I've been doing this for 11 years, and the strangest part, I don't even know if he notices. If you've ever been humiliated, underestimated, or made to feel small by someone who walked away smiling, if you've ever imagined justice that doesn't scream but lingers, hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in, because this revenge story is quiet, unsettling, and impossible to forget. Middle school doesn't just hurt while you're in it. Sometimes it stays. For me, his name was Marcus. Marcus wasn't the loud bully. He didn't shove kids into lockers or steal lunch money. He smiled. He whispered. He planned. He was the kind of kid teachers liked, athletic, charismatic, the kind who could ruin you socially and still be invited to your birthday party. And for 3 straight years, he made me his hobby. One rumor at a time, one lie at a time, one humiliation carefully engineered to land exactly where it hurt most. The worst part wasn't even the teasing, it was the creativity. One afternoon, I walked into school and suddenly people were staring, laughing, snickering behind their hands. By lunchtime, half the grade believed I had shit myself at a sleepover I hadn't even attended. I remember sitting there, frozen, heat crawling up my neck, my stomach twisting so tight it felt like it might fold in on itself. I didn't know how to defend myself against something that stupid, and that was the point. Another time, he found out I had a crush on a girl named Emily. I'd never told anyone except one person. One. Marcus asked her out the next day, not because he liked her, because he liked me knowing. He made sure I knew, told me every detail, where they went, what they talked about, how she laughed. He'd lean close and say, "Man, you should have seen her smile." Then he'd walk away like he'd just done me a favor. By the time middle school ended, I wasn't angry anymore. I was numb. I learned how to be invisible, how to laugh along, how to disappear in plain sight. And eventually, life moved on. High school passed, college came. Marcus faded into the background like a bad dream you assume you've finally woken up from. Until one night in 2014. I was scrolling Facebook, half asleep, thumb numb from mindless swiping. And there it was, a post from Marcus's mom. Garage sale this Saturday, smiling emojis. And right there in plain text, their home address. I don't know why I screenshotted it. There was no plan, no anger spike, just impulse. That same night, I was sitting on my bed, TV humming in the background, clipping my toenails into a little uneven pile on a napkin. I looked at the clippings, then at my phone, then back at the clippings. There was a pause, a long one. Something twisted, not rage, not joy, something quieter. I slid them into an envelope. No note, no name, no explanation. Dropped it in the mailbox the next morning and immediately felt stupid. What am I doing? This is childish. That's it, done. And for a month it was. Until the next time I clipped my toenails. Same pause, same thought, same envelope. That was 11 years ago. I have not missed a single month. Different cities, different states, business trips, vacations. Sometimes I'd mail them from airports. It became routine. First of the month. Rent, utilities, toenails. The strangest part, I stopped thinking about Marcus entirely. This wasn't about anger anymore. It was about continuity. Somewhere out there, envelopes were arriving, existing, unexplained. A small silent disturbance in an otherwise perfect life. I don't know if he opens them. I don't know if he throws them out immediately. Sometimes I imagine his wife checking the mail, freezing when she feels something rattle inside. Sometimes I imagine him opening it once, just once, and never speaking of it again. Or maybe they all go straight to the trash. And honestly, I don't care. Years passed. I got a job, met my wife, built a normal, quiet life. Marcus did too. I looked him up recently. Married, kids, nice house. He moved a few years ago. It took me 10 minutes to find the new address. The envelopes followed. Sometimes I wonder if there's something wrong with me. I'm not angry, I'm not obsessed, but once a month I send a man a reminder that his past isn't as clean as he thinks. No confrontation, no forgiveness, just presence. Here's the truth. This revenge doesn't explode. It doesn't end with screaming or tears or public humiliation. It seeps. It lives in uncertainty. Because Marcus will never know if this is a prank, a threat, or karma finally remembering his address. He doesn't get closure. He doesn't get to apologize. And I don't need his reaction to feel whole. The power isn't in what he does. It's in what he might think. Every unexplained envelope, every question he never asks out loud, every quiet moment of discomfort that mirrors the ones he gave me when we were 12. Revenge doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it's just knowing that the people who hurt you don't get to walk away completely untouched. Maybe that's justice. Or maybe it's just proof that the past never really stays buried. If this story made you uncomfortable, in the best way, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories where karma doesn't rush, it waits. And tell us in the comments, is this genius or unhinged? Because somewhere out there, another envelope is already on its way.